Ever wondered how to make your own seed starting mix at home? It's an incredibly rewarding journey into the world of gardening. Not only is it an easy and fun process, but it's also cost-effective. By creating your own mix, you have the power to control what goes into your garden, ensuring the best start for your plants. It's the secret sauce for garden enthusiasts. So, let's dive into the green world of gardening, shall we? Stick around to discover an easy recipe for creating your own seed starting mix. First things first, you need to gather your ingredients and tools. For this seed starting mix recipe, we're going to use 3 primary ingredients: peat moss, perlite, and compost. Peat moss is fantastic for water retention, perlite ensures good aeration, and compost provides essential nutrients. Now, onto the tools you'll need. Mixing containers are essential. Any large, deep container will do. Measuring cups will ensure you get the right proportions of each ingredient, and don't forget to wear gloves for hygiene and safety. Let's talk alternatives. If peat moss isn't available, coconut coir is a great substitute. Vermiculite can step in for perlite, and homemade compost can be used if you don't have store-bought. For tools, a garden trowel can replace measuring cups, and any large bowl or bucket can serve as a mixing container. Now that you have your ingredients and tools ready, let's move to the next step. All right, brace yourselves, because we're about to embark on an exciting adventure. We're going to get our hands gloriously dirty and make some magic dirt. Remember, in this epic journey, balance is everything. In crafting the perfect seed starting mix, we're going to adhere to the sacred rule of thirds. Our mission? To have 1/3 peat moss or coconut coir, 1/3 perlite or vermiculite, and 1/3 compost. This harmonious trinity will create a rich, balanced haven for our seeds to flourish in. Now, our first step, the peat moss or coconut coir. They are the foundation, the bedrock of our magnificent mix. These elements are moisture superheroes, holding onto every precious drop necessary for seed germination. They also grant a delightful fluffiness to our concoction, making it easy for roots to spread and explore. Next, enter the perlite or vermiculite. They are the guardians of aeration, forming tiny caves of air within the mix, ensuring your seedlings get their share of life-giving oxygen. Sprinkle it over the peat moss or coconut coir like fairy dust, stirring to make sure it's evenly spread. And now, prepare yourselves for the grand entrance of the compost. This is where the real magic happens. Loaded with nutrients, the compost is a feast fit for royal seedlings. It's like a buffet of multivitamins for your little green babies. As you bind the ingredients together, feel the earthy texture under your fingers, or let a garden trowel do the hard work. It's critical that our potion is thoroughly mixed. We don't want any seedling feeling left out. Once the stirring saga is over, give your mix a good squeeze. If it holds up but crumbles when you open your hand, congratulations, you've done it. If it's too dry, add a sprinkle of water. Too wet, more peat moss or coconut coir to the rescue. Remember, achieving the perfect balance is pivotal, each ingredient contributing a crucial element to our story of growth. And don't worry, if you falter at this first attempt, remember even the greatest gardener didn't grow Rome in a day. But look at you now, you've just crafted your very own seed starting mix. Congratulations, fellow garden wizard! Now that you have your seed starting mix, you might be wondering how to use and store it. Well, let's dive into it. To use the mix, you simply need to fill your seed tray or pots with it, leaving about an inch from the top. Then, plant your seeds following the recommended depth on the seed packet. Water lightly and voila, you're good to go. Now, onto storage. It's crucial to store your mix properly to keep it fresh and useful. Keep it in an airtight container in a cool, dark place. This helps the mix maintain its moisture and nutrient content. If you've made a large batch, you can freeze a portion of it. Yes, you heard right, freeze it. Freezing won't harm the nutrients and will keep it fresh for a long time. Remember, the goal is to keep it from drying out or becoming too damp. With these tips, your seed starting mix will always be ready for use. So, let's do a quick recap. We've learned how to create our own seed starting mix, starting with gathering the right ingredients and tools, followed by a thorough step-by-step mixing guide, and finally, some useful tips for usage and storage. The beauty of this homemade mix lies in its cost-effectiveness. the control you have over the ingredients, and the sheer satisfaction of doing it yourself. Now you know how easy and beneficial it is to make your own seed starting mix at home. Happy gardening!